In my culture, death is not the end. It's more of a stepping off point. You reach out with both hands and Bast and Sekhmet. They lead you into the green veldt where you can run forever.
That sounds very peaceful.
Alright, thanks for watching Numbskull News, and unfortunately I'm making a video about Chadwick Boseman. He passed away a couple days ago from colon cancer. Of course, he's Black Panther, and just incredibly sad. You know, I've watched quite a few videos about Mr. Boseman. You know, just what he meant, not just the black community, but, you know, a lot of different minority communities, and what the character of Black Panther meant was just immense. It completely shocked me, and like it shocked a lot of people, and it sucks, dude. It sucks hard. Well, one of the first videos I watched about it, and it was good. It was a respectful video by Emergency Awesome. First channel I subscribed to on YouTube, actually. And he's really good. You should check it out if you like Marvel or DC comic stuff, comic book movie stuff, cartoons, all that kind of crap. The things he said, that he wasn't going to get into, you know, the options that the MCU can do as far as the character of Black Panther and what's going to become of it. He thought that was a little disrespectful, a little too soon. I really don't think so. And not because I'm some heartless bastard or anything like that, but because Mr. Boseman was so freaking perfect and so great in that role. And I think the plans the MCU had for that character and for Mr. Boseman were going to be immense. I really think he was going to take the place of Captain America as far as importance within the MCU. And that hurts. That hurts bad. And I think it's a credit and an honor to Mr. Boseman to talk about it, because he was so, I believe, vitally important to the future of the MCU. And not because of the character, but because how he brought that character to life, how well it worked, because of how good of an actor he was. And that's a big tenet of the MCU. They like great actors to be put into these roles for that very reason, to really be able to bring them to life. And saying all that, I mean, really, what the hell is the MCU going to do? I mean, I guess you could take someone like Shuri and have her become Black Panther. Now you can work around. I don't think the special plant exists anymore. I think it was burnt up by Killmonger. But you could do a workaround. You know, Sherry's a genius. She could figure out a way to extract one more bottle of juice for the next Black Panther. If you want to do that, either that or you just completely just recast the character and don't even talk about or allude to Mr. Boseman's death. And I think that would be a mistake. Just, you know, just because I've seen it before in a show I really, really like called Spartacus. And it was an unknown guy they casted as the lead in Spartacus. And he was phenomenal. He was great. The show quickly became one of my favorite shows. And after the first season, and then, you know, there was postponements on the second season, up to prequel season that was real short, only 5 episodes, and I'm over here like, what the hell? Even though that prequel season was great, it was, I loved it, but I wanted more of Spartacus. I'm like, where, you know, come on, give it to me. Turns out, you know, he became ill. I'm not sure if it was cancer or something else. I can't remember. Unfortunately, it took a turn for the worse, and he passed away. Then they had to recast the character of Spartacus, which, you know, and nothing against the guy that they recasted him. It wasn't the same, because the guy was so great as Spartacus, and he had such a natural it factor. It's hard. You can't. Those guys are 1 in a million, and they're hard to find. And they found a guy who's good. He was good. It just he wasn't Spartacus. He wasn't the guy. So the show suffered from it, I believe. I continued to watch it because I liked all the other ancillary characters and everything, but, you know, your main guy just isn't what you know what the guy that passed away was, unfortunately. And that's going to be the problem with recasting. You're not going to find another Chadwick Boseman. It's almost impossible. Like I said, those guys are 1 in a million. I don't really see them going that direction. Personally, I would postpone a Black Panther 2 for a good long while. You're going to have to reintroduce a new Black Panther. You know, so he got introduced initially in Civil War. They're going to really have to restructure the way they're going to do things as far as the Black Panther storyline goes. And whether it's Cherie or somebody else that takes the mantle, which I think that's the proper way to go. So the best move would probably be to reintroduce the new Black Panther in another movie. I don't know if it'd be X-Men, Fantastic Four, Doctor Strange movie. You can pay tribute to T'Challa and his passing and pass the mantle correctly instead of, you know, it'll be odd just to go right into a Black Panther 2 and then try to have the audience adjust to a new Black Panther. It's just going to be insanely difficult to pull that off. I think a softer introduction in someone else's movie or in an Avengers movie or whatever it is, I think that would be the easiest way to move that forward. But they definitely have their work cut out for them. It's going to be really difficult now. It's never going to be the same. We know that. It just really sucks because the MCU, that's my favorite property. That's my favorite deal as far as movies go these days, that they do things so well, and just to see that straight up kick in the balls like that, it sucks, man. It really sucks. Of course, if you're the praying type, you know, pray for the Boseman family, and of course the extended family in the MCU. Those people they're generally all pretty close. They work together a lot. I'm sure this isn't going to be the last black hero we see on the screen with that kind of budget. It definitely won't be. I mean, we got Blade coming. Blade's a badass. I have to admit, you know, even though I was critical about Black Panther, it's still a good movie. I mean, I'm critical in micro ways, you know, small ways, but it's still a really good movie. I didn't think it deserved an Oscar nod, but I truly thought that we haven't seen the best out of Black Panther, that we were going to get to some just outstanding stuff. I mean, everything was set up for the world of Wakanda, how it was going to open up to the rest of the world. There was so much good material and so many good storylines that we could get with that character. And I think we still will. It's just going to have to be postponed a little bit. And a workaround, of course, the death of just an awesome actor. And, you know, obviously, you know, hell, I didn't know him, and I was never going to meet him or anything like that. But it just felt, you know, but it hits, man. It hits hard, man. Harder than I thought it would. Just because I was so looking forward to seeing where Mr. Boseman and the Marvel crew were going to take that character. And, you know, we're still going to see some of that, but we'll never see it with Mr. Boseman, and that's what sucks, man. The dude had the look. He had the freaking look, man. And it's so hard to find someone with that, like I said, with that look and that it factor. But, Godspeed to Mr. Boseman and to his family. You know, basically, you know, don't take your family for granted. Love everybody. Try to. If you're a hateful bastard, please try to stop. And I'll be back with some other crap later. Bye.